Squall! You okay? It was hell. Let's just get the hell out of here. Catch! Like I was like totally fine now. Squall, you alright? Thank goodness you're alright. Let's go. Make shortcut floor where? What? Laguna! 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 I'm confused. What? What does that shortcut thing even mean? You know, Laguna? Didn't you come here as Laguna in the dream world? No. So Squall doesn't know how to get out either. Well, either way, we kept going up and up. I think we better head back down. It'd be a pain to go down every floor. The alarm alerted monsters and security guards everywhere. By the way, how the hell did you carry you up here, Squall? Whoa, what's this? It's like a crane that can carry a detachable cell from downstairs. Oh, so this big hole goes all the way to the bottom. So if we jump all the way down, we're out of here. Yo, oops, Flash, thank you for the gifted sub to Kane. Appreciate my man Kane, welcome to the crew. You want to see me play fan mods of some games? That'd be cool. Go ahead if you want to be squashed like a pancake. Hey, how's it going, Works? Oh yeah, I remember now. We can move this arm by using the panel above in the control room. I remember Ward doing this. But we need to operate them both at the same time. Someone needs to stay upstairs and control the panel. Me? Fine. I'll give you instructions from upstairs. Everyone get inside. Okay, but then how does Zell get out? Doesn't make any sense. So, this is the arm control room. Yo, can you guys hear me? Aye, Zell, loud and clear. So what do we do? Press the red button on the main panel. I'll take care of the rest. There. Hey, so what are we going to do now? Well, there's a door over there. And? Let's check it out. What kind of conversation was that? What are we going to do now? Well, there's a door. And this is an RPG. So, check it out. Sand? Buried? You mean we're underground? In any case, we can't get out from here. What was that? Gunfire. Sounds pretty bad. Zell! Let's get back, quick. He's dead. There he is, over there. Seize the escapee, dead or alive. Too many, I'm out of here. Wow, I blew it. Can I run from this? Oh. It's alright, Zell's got Junction still. The song's great. Think of it 100 bits Dragon Slayer. Don't put me to sleep. Wow. I need to refill my coffee. But yeah, I guess to like return to what I was talking about before. until I went off that big tangent about YouTube and Twitch and everything. There's a lot of people that are stuck playing like one game on this platform and a lot of other platforms, and I totally am behind that, and I think it's like great for them, but I'm very fortunate to have so many people like want me to play different games and give my opinion on different games, and I don't want anyone to ever feel like I'm not, you know, taking their opinion or playing the game that they want to play because, you know, I don't like them or something. Like, it's simply because so many people want to see me play so many different games, and I want to play the games that I want to play myself as well. So it's just a matter of getting to all of them, and we will get to all of them. We will. I mean, that's what's so great about our show, is that we'll never run out of stuff to play. Like, there's always going to be something else that people want us to play, and we're always going to keep going and have new games. Like, we're never going to run out. We're just, you know, when I started this, I was like, I remember when I started doing Final Fantasy VII challenges, I was like, you know, Undertale, exactly. When I started doing Final Fantasy VII challenges, I was worried, like, oh, I might run out of Final Fantasy VII challenges. Like, there's only so many things you can do in Final Fantasy VII, and then what? I'll have other games to play, but then I'll run out of those, and then what? Like, I gotta come up with some kind of, you know, solution. And that's when I came up with Trophy Quest, because Trophy Quest is like our never-ending thing. But I soon realized, like, everything about our show is never-ending. The Final Fantasy VII challenges are practically never-ending. Like, we'll always come up with new stuff. Even if we don't, there'll be mods to play. Even if we don't, we could play through mods again. You know, then there's like the Let's Plays, where like we'll never run out of Let's Plays. I thought, you know, oh, okay, we could do Legend of Dragoon, we could maybe do the Tales series, because Tropton really likes the Tales series, and he donated for that. And then we could do like a marathon through all the Final Fantasies, but then like, oh, what are we gonna do after that? But like, it just never ends. Like, it seems like every day I get a new person asking about a game, and it's not just, I understand, like, it's not just them asking for a game because they're selfish. Like, they're not just saying, like, play this game because I saw it and I want you to play it. Like, they have some kind of connection with that game. When people ask me to play Legend of Legaia, when people ask me to play Secret of Mana, when people ask me to play Shadow Hearts, when people ask me to play Grandia, like, it's because they have a personal connection with that game, and they want me to experience that connection that they have. So, like, it means a lot that people ask me to play games. It never comes off as, like, selfish to me. It always comes off as, like, they want me to experience what they experienced, and they want to share that game with me. And so I'm always, like, super, you know, happy that people offer games. But, you know, it's just, we can't do them all at once, so we have to do them, you know, in a line, and that's great, I think. You know, I know that some people have to wait a long time to see the game that they want to see, but it's great knowing that we'll never run out. Like, there'll always be something else to play. There'll always be someone else that gets to finally see that game that they want to see. So, for me, I think it's awesome. I know that some people are like, might get upset because it takes a while to get to their game, but that's just the way it's got to be. But for me, I think it's awesome that there's always going to be one person in my chat that's like, oh, we finally got to this game. Like, we finally got the Xeno Saga. I can't wait. Oh, we finally got the Xenoblade. I can't wait. Oh, we finally got to, you know, what's the Xenogears. Like, we finally got to Xenogears. Oh, so like, so that's awesome for me. Like, I love the fact that there's always going to be a subset of people, and there's always like the general community that doesn't matter what we play, they're just going to be excited. But then there's always like this subset of people that are like, yes, we finally got to my game, you know. So that's like awesome. Die! Wow, rip that guy's legs. Didn't think he'd go down that easy. Squall! Thanks, man. Okay, what? Okay. What? Let go. I said let go. Oh my god, he like smacked his head. Squall, Zell. Yeah, we just saw. Don't worry about that. I'm glad you're alright. Squall, why did you go on your own? Is Zell that important to you? What did I just witness? There's no way we can get out of here. Arg, ugh. Prison rules. Wow, that was something. Come on. Stop trying to act so cool. Gee, if only you had agreed with me earlier, we wouldn't be in this mess. Squall! Squall's alive. I knew he'd be okay. Squall's okay. Yeah! I love how characters just, like, talk to themselves randomly in this game. Renoa, you're alright. Uh-huh. This is a good song. Of course. Courtesy of my escort. What's that supposed to mean? My father pulled some strings with the military. He told them to get me and only me out. Then, so this guy here, he came and got me. Just me. Knowing you were all captured. Isn't that horrible? Alright, alright. I said I was sorry. That's why I'm here to help. After I scratched you to death. Anyhow, now's our chance. The basement door is buried in sand. Of course it is. This place is buried underground. Buried? That's right. This prison is... There they are. It's the escapees. Squall! You choose 2 or more party members and head on up. I'll hold them here. Up? Don't have time to explain now. The exit's up there. Trust me. Okay. I think I know the way. Grab 2 or more party members, because that's the way that the game has to function, because it's 1999 or something. When this game come out? We couldn't program any more into your party, so make sure you pick 3. Trust me. Let's do this. I don't know who has what. I think. Oh wait, I think Selfie already has stuff. My turn to boogie now. I think everyone's junctioned. No, you're not. Someone got double junctioned. Oh no, Quistis has junction. Yeah, that kick was pretty great. Hey, see ya, Wit. Thanks for hanging out, man. Appreciate it a lot. You have a good one. I got Squall back finally. Boom. I also got Mug still, which is pretty nice. Mug seems kind of crappy, though. It takes forever to hit. Yeah, super over-leveled Squall. Whoops. Look at his level. Oh my god. What has happened? Okay, what was I gonna do? Oh yeah. Oh, Renoa's got the strength stuff. No wonder she's like annihilating things. Okay. Okay, wait. I want selfie to have the magic stuff. There we go. Now we're ready. I think I've already done this floor, right? Yeah, I mean, no spoilers about the story. I couldn't spoil it even if I wanted to because I don't remember. But as far as I remember from being a kid, I remember enjoying the story. I just didn't like the characters very much. And I'm hoping, now that I'm playing the game as an adult, or rather a kid in an adult's body, I'm hoping that I connect with the characters a little more. Because I just remember not really enjoying the characters much as a kid, but I still thought the story was interesting. I remember the ending being a little like out of nowhere, kind of like 9 is. But I don't remember hating it. I just remember not connecting with it as much. So hopefully I enjoy 8's story more this time around. What the heck does he have that I don't have? Oh, arrow. What's up, UF? Yeah, this is the remastered version on PS4. Looks like this. It's kind of bad, to be honest. It's not a very good remaster at all. But if you're looking for an easy way to play Final Fantasy VIII for 20 bucks, it's not bad. I would recommend the Steam version more. But if you want an easy way to play Final Fantasy VIII, it's not bad. Released a while ago, actually. But yeah, this remaster is pretty poor. Like, I'd give it a really terrible rating if I were giving it like a, you know, an out of 10 rating. It's a pretty terrible remaster. They censored stuff they really shouldn't have. The graphics really aren't that much better. There's a lot of bugs that people have reported. A lot of the backgrounds look really crappy. Some of the stuff is really bad, like straight up characters look like they're in another dimension because they forgot to upscale a model and they just blended in with the background. It looks terrible. But if you don't care much about the actual upscaling and you just want to play Final Fantasy VIII, it functions fine and it has the cheats, so that's, you know, useful. So, like, you know, I can't say it's that, like, I can't say it's not worth the money. It's just, in terms of remasters, it's pretty terrible. You know what I mean? Like, I can't recommend it. I can't tell you, like, you know, it's an amazing remaster, but at the same time, if you buy it, you'll probably enjoy it. It's just, it could have been so much better, you know? You can tell that they rushed it. You can tell that they were like, let's make some money off of 8 while we're waiting for the remaster to be done, you know? And there's certain things that I can give them credit for because they lost all the code for 8. But then there's certain things that just blow my mind. Like, I think one of the things that truly blew my mind was in one of the first scenes with Sid And Sid is a main character. He's not like a random NPC. Like, he's a main character. And one of the first scenes you see him in, he blends in with the background and you can barely see him. And, you know, I've personally worked with a lot of people who do model designs. Sega Chief, Sunamix, Joe. Like, I could name, you know, the entirety of Sunamix's Discord. There's like 30 or 40 programmers that have worked on models for Final Fantasy VII, which is not much different than Final Fantasy VIII. The time it takes to take a model and just retouch it, or even make a whole new model, for Square Enix to do that with the huge team they have. Granted, this game probably didn't get a huge team, but you know, like, it's not something that's like, holy crap, I could never understand how they could do that. Like, I have personally watched people make models for games like this. And the fact that they couldn't take Sid's model and just retouch it so it looks even halfway decent feels really lazy to me. You know, it's not something that's just an NPC that they didn't have time to do. It's like a main character, you know, so that I really can't give them a pass on that. And then all the unnecessary, you know, censoring they did, I have a feeling that they might have been pressured from someone like Sony that they couldn't do anything about. But it just blows my mind that they took the extra time to go in and add models to like Siren to censor stuff, but then they couldn't take the time to go in and fix stuff like Sid or some of the other stuff that's like blatantly obviously bad. So, you know, if it was just a hard port, it'd be one thing. But the fact that they jumped in on E3 and they were like, Final Fantasy VIII Remastered, it's going to look incredible, make sure to get your pre-orders in, and then it looks like crap. Like, I just can't give them a pass for that. Like, I can't rightfully give this game a good rating or tell people they should buy it, because I just feel like it's mega lazy. So, that's my spiel on it. I think you should just buy the Final Fantasy VIII hard port on Steam and then mod it, because a lot of modders took a lot more time and effort to make this game look good than Square did. And even if you don't mod it, it feels a lot better buying a hard port and knowing like that's just the hard port and things look bad because it's the hard port, rather than buying this remaster that they hyped up and it still looks like crap. You know, like, it just feels like money better spent on a game that you know is a hard port, rather than a game that, like, oh, they remastered it, but they didn't really take the time to make it look good. So, I don't know. Oh, man, this is endless. Yo, what's our next move? I got an idea. Can't we go up again with the arm? Hey, good idea. I'll just put my gun away while we're getting shot. But they gotta operate it from the room upstairs. Leave that to me. Alright, let's head up to the floor where the arm stopped. Oh, God. And, you know, I can only talk as a, you know, person playing the game. I know I did not go to Square Enix headquarters and look over their shoulder and be like, you're doing this wrong, or like, oh, I don't know the working conditions of the team that worked on this. All I can do is give it a rating based on what I see. I feel like a lot of people give games too much credit. They say like, oh, well, the team was probably not given much money and they probably didn't have much time and they were probably forced by another company to blah, blah, blah. And I get that. But when people ask me the opinion on a game, I'm going to give them the opinion on the game. I'm not going to take into consideration, oh, all this stuff. Like, I'm just going to tell you what I think of the game. I feel like that's fair. I'm not trying to make you feel bad for the people making it. I'm just trying to tell you whether or not you should buy it or not. You know? Like, if I open up, you know, Game Informer magazine, I want to know, should I buy a game? I don't want to know, oh, well, the company forced them to work in a dungeon and they only paid them $2, so really you should buy this, you know. We can't give this a bad rating because it was rushed. Like, I want to know that. I want to read a story about that. But in terms of the rating the game gets, I just want to know, should I buy it or not, you know? That's why I buy Game Informer. I don't buy Game Informer. I want to see I want to see a whole report on how terrible they're treating their workers so that we can get up our picket signs to be like, all right, EA, you're treating your workers like crap. We're going to picket your games. But if someone comes on here and asks me what they think about the game, I'm just going to tell them what I think about the game. I'm not going to go into all that because I don't know. I wasn't there. I can't give you the scoop. That's what we got, you know, all those other big companies for. They can give you the scoop. I think of all the companies, I think EA is one of the ones that hasn't really gotten reamed for the way they treat their employees yet. They just make bad games. Yikes. But I can't yell at them for how they treat their employees. I don't know if I've heard any bad stories about them yet. But no, like, that stuff is so important. That stuff is so important for everyone to understand and know. But I hate when people talk about it who don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just not going to be that guy because I don't know. You know? I wasn't there. If you ask me what I think about the Final Fantasy VIII Remaster, I'm just gonna tell you it's a load of crap. I'm not gonna try to say, oh well, they fed them dog biscuits while they were working on it, so what can you say? Give it a 10 out of 10 because they tried their best. Like, I'm just gonna tell you, no, it's crap. Because I'm a pro elite gamer. No sugarcoating here. I mean, I'd love to sugarcoat it, but at the end of the day, do I think you should pay her $20? Probably not. Just being honest. Yeah, I can't say I love this section, to be honest. How many times have we had to walk up and down these rooms and fight the same, like, 3 monsters? I think that's one of the biggest problems with 8, is there's just not enough monster variety. Especially in a section that forces me to do it over and over. Like, the overworld, you don't spend much time on. So the fact that there's only, like, 3 enemies in each overworld section is fine. But here, like, they make me run up and down these stairs so much, and there's only, like, 3 monsters. You know? I feel like that's a big problem. Definitely one of the worst things about this game. If you're gonna make me do the same section for 3 hours, then at least throw in some variety. And nothing's really happened either, like, you know what I mean? Like, we basically just gone up and was like, oh, we gotta get out of here, and then we went down and went, oh, we gotta get out of here, and then went back up, and then, oh, we gotta get out of here. Like, nothing's really happened other than the fact that we found Irvine. Or Irvine came to help, I guess. That's, like, all that happened. That's the only big story relevance this whole section has. Hey, up on! So yeah, this isn't the best. God, now I gotta switch. Ooh, hello. Ooh, hello. Now I gotta switch back. This looks important. But yeah, I guess what I mean to say is that conditions for gaming in general need to change. Like, it's awful. But I don't think that we should just, you know, give everyone the benefit of the doubt. Like conditions for workers seem to be so bad right now. And I think it's making a lot of us want to say, like, oh, well, No Man's Sky should get a better rating because they rushed their workers. Or, oh, they weren't done with the game yet, and so we have to be easy on them. But I think that's the opposite of what we should do. I think we should be harder on the companies. Because then they'll realize, like, oh, we have to change, right? Like, if they push their workers to push out a crappy Final Fantasy VIII remaster that's not anything with what they want, or anything that we want, that's just like total garbage, and then we're like, well, they did their best, so give it a 9 out of 10, then they're going to know, like, oh, that's an okay thing to do. Whereas if we ream them for it and say, like, listen, this is garbage, and we can tell you rushed it, and this is poop, then that gives them more of an incentive to change, right? So, I feel like we shouldn't be easy on them. We shouldn't, you know, we're enabling them to be that way. I mean, like, the whole... And I think this is coming from my Call of Duty side, who's still a fan of the Call of Duty series, or at least somewhat. Because there's so much garbage with... And I know a lot of you guys probably don't know because you probably don't play Call of Duty. A lot of the people, at least here personally right now, I know are like more RPG fans and not into Call of Duty as much. But like Treyarch and Activision are just in a complete shambles. Like, they just completely... Activision is firing so many people. Treyarch has like 9 different teams working on 9 different projects that Activision threw out because they don't have enough people to work on, and they kind of threw into Treyarch and said, like, here, you do it. And so it's a complete mess. And I feel like a lot of people are just giving them the benefit of the doubt and saying, like, well, we'll play it because it's Call of Duty, and, you know, we know that it's a struggle right now, so we're not going to be too hard on you. Whereas I feel like we should be doing the opposite and be like, no, this is garbage, and you guys need to get your stuff together and stop firing people and stop working on so many different projects and just make, like, a good product. You know, like, the new Black Ops has Blackout, which is their battle royale, and then they have multiplayer, and then they're trying to make a professional scene on top of that, and then they have zombies, and it's a nightmare. It's like they don't have enough people to work on anything. Zombies is getting completely destroyed. You know, it was supposed to be the final Zombies experience, and now they've gone back on that because they don't have enough money to make it what they wanted to. So now they're saying, like, oh, it's just going to be for now, and then we're going to start it again later. And you can tell they're not putting even close to the amount of money as they want to on that. Blackout gets all the money because it's a battle royale, and that's popular right now, but it's not really doing that great because Fortnite's way more popular and Apex Legends is way more popular, so it's not doing that great. Granted, they're putting a bunch of money into it. It's still not doing as great as they want it to. And then multiplayer is just like nothing because they're working on the new Call of Duty now, so they've completely let the multiplayer go to crap because they're working on the new one. And so I just feel bad for everyone working on that game, the whole team that they left because they wanted to keep it going. Now half the team is left to go work on the new one because Activision gave up on it because they fired too many people. And now, you know, it just sucks. And I don't want to... I see a lot of people saying, like, oh, well, I don't want to yell at Treyarch because they're doing their best. But I feel like we need to yell at them. We need to be like, listen, this is garbage. And then they'll go back and be like, well, maybe we shouldn't, jump the ship so early. Maybe we should have just worked on one game and not try to done everything at once. And maybe it'd be a great idea if we stopped trying to sell season passes before everything's even finished. Oh, what an idea. Oh, if only we could, like, actually create content before we sell it. Oh my god, that would be incredible. I'm so, like, oh my god. Like, I don't know how many people here have done this. Like, type 1 in the chat. There might not be that many here because maybe you guys are smart enough not to freaking buy them. But how many people here have been burned on a season pass? Like, seriously, how many people have bought a season pass and then they either gave up on it, or you could just tell that they didn't put as much work in it as they originally wanted to? Like, it's happened to me. I don't like season passes, but a lot of times I end up getting them because I get, like, the pre-order or whatever, and it just comes with it. And so I get this season pass, and then I can tell, you know, maybe the first two DLCs, they put a lot of work in, but then by the time they get to the fourth one, they're already making the new game. And so now you get some crappy fourth map. It's terrible. Season passes need to go. They do. Like, I know that it's great for the companies because they get their money before they have to make the stuff, and that it gives them, like, security. And it's great for us because we save money if we decided we're going to buy all the DLCs anyways. But it just needs to stop. It's ruining everything. Season passes are ruining everything because now the company can sell the season pass before they even have a plan, and then just try to throw it together with, like, 4 people in the office. Like, okay, like, it's not, you know, it's not even an exaggeration. They literally sell a season pass for Black Ops 4, and then they leave. Okay, all right, Joe, Chris, and Smithy, you're going to go work on the DLCs, and the whole rest of the team is going to go work on the new Call of Duty now, because that's what everyone wants. And you guys are just going to have to figure that crap out, because everyone already bought it months ago. So you're going to have to figure something out. You know, like, it sucks. Rip Smithy, dude. He's got to work on this DLC now, and he's going to get all the flack because they're going to release DLC 4 and it's going to suck, and everyone's going to be like, "Wow, I bought this months ago and you promised it was going to be great, and now it sucks. What's up, Smithy?" And Smithy's like, "I'm sorry. I'm working with like 4 people here because everyone left to go work on the new game. Did you guys pre-order that, by the way? Did you pre-order it yet? Did you get the season pass yet?" It's just a total garbage shoot. It's just a disaster. It's a complete disaster, and it's not just Call of Duty. It's every game. Every game, you know. What was the game I bought? What was it? I bought a season pass recently, and it covered like 2 DLCs, and then later they announced another DLC, and my season pass didn't even cover it because it was like the next year. And I was like so mad. Like, I supported your game and now I gotta put more money into it. It might have been Dark Souls, actually. Can't remember. No, I feel like Dark Souls covered all of them. But yeah, you know, and that's the thing. Like, I agree with Uzbek. It's not the developer's fault. At least most of the time it's not. I don't know if we can make a blanket statement and say it's always not the developer's fault, but for the most part, it's not the developer's fault. But that doesn't mean we should go easy on the games. We should say it as it is. We should say, guys, this game blows. Like, forget, you know, "Oh, I'm sorry, Smithy. Smithy tried his best." Like, no. You gotta say it. The game blows. Don't buy it. Because then, that's what gets up to the higher-ups. Because the higher-ups only care about money. So if you gotta vote with your wallet. You gotta say, "No, the game sucks. I'm not buying it." And then the developers will finally get what they deserve. They'll finally be able to look up to the higher-ups and be like, "Look, no one bought this crap because you rushed us, and it's crap," you know? You're not gonna get You're not going to help Smithy at all if you say, well, he did his best, so, I'll buy it and give it a 9 out of 10. I'll go up on GameStop and give it a 5-star review. Like, that's not going to help them. The only way we're going to help these developers is if we tell it as it is and we don't buy the games. And then they'll be able to look, Treyarch will be able to look up to Activision and be like, look what you did. No one's buying it now because you rushed us and it's crap. You gave us 4 people to work on this. It's garbage, and the gamers know it's garbage. So give us more, give us more to work with. Pour one out for Smithy, It's going to feel bad right off the bat when Smithy worked so hard on this game and we trash it. But at the end of the day, it's going to be the best for him. It's going to, hopefully, who knows? He might just get fired. That's the bad thing, Who knows with Activision? Activision just might be like, the game didn't sell. Is it because we rushed Smithy and only gave him $10 to make the game? Nah, it must be because Smithy sucks. Let's fire him. Like, it could totally happen. But we gotta give him a chance. We gotta give him a chance to hopefully make it. I don't know. Yeah, I agree. No matter what, lukewarm reviews need to stop. Like, I'm sorry for all the times that I've trashed the Final Fantasy VII Remake, or all the times I've trashed this remaster, or all the times I've trashed Square in general. But just understand, it's for the better good. I'm not gonna be easy on them. I'm not gonna just baby them and be like, well, it's Square and they're doing their best. Like, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be like, listen, this sucks, because that's the only way it's gonna get better, And like, I was so close to being nice when it came to like Nitro Fueled, because when the game released, it was so great. But I gotta say, when Activision swoops in and ruins it, I gotta say something. I gotta be like, listen, they ruined it. Like, don't buy it. It's garbage now. And I feel like a lot of people want to say, like, well, Death, it was good when it came out. We should give them our money and support them. No, they ruined it. It sucks now. Don't buy it. If you have a copy of the game, take it back to GameStop. Just kidding. Don't do that. It's not like that helps anything. But but like, let them, it's garbage. If you didn't buy it, don't buy it now. It's terrible. It went weird. That's a good way to put it. That's a nice way to put it. What's wrong with Nitro Fueled? Do I want to go down? Should I go down this route? Like, I don't know if you want me to go down this route. I'll be here talking for another 20 minutes about CTR and how they ruined it. It's bad. We're outside. We escaped. Prisoners may not go beyond this point. You will be terminated. They're coming. Hold on. Let's fight this boss. It just know it's bad. Is that Wedge? Or yeah, you're not going anywhere. Oh god. That's not good. Oh, that's just an elite soldier. This is just regular enemies, but super powered. Hey, can we not kill Selfie in like 2 seconds? How about that? Rapture? What the heck is Rapture? I don't know what this says. Boss defeated. We did it, boys. What? Man, that was a tough boss. Whoops. Hey, Squall, can you hear me? Hey, you guys. Is this what you were talking about? What if Squall and the others have already gone ahead? I can hear you. See? I told you we'd be right. Alright. Squall, go ahead and operate the arm. How? Squall, push down the yellow button on your upper right-hand side. Is this it? Alrighty. We'll be there in a second. Wait right there. Hey, is this supposed to move this slow? So what? What's the rush? Looks like they'll be just fine. Do we wait for him, or do we just go, or what? I think Smithy sent us that rapture. He was like, "You're doing me a solid, man. I'll send you a quick rapture. Make it easy on you." All right. So I don't know. I don't want to go on like a whole tirade about CTR. You can look it up. They basically made the greatest, like, out of every game I think I've ever played, CTR had the best version of, like, an in-game currency store, whatever you want to call it, like, unlock system I've ever seen in a new game. It was my favorite of anything I've ever played. It was perfect. It was like, the in-game challenges were... Well, the only thing I didn't like is the in-game challenges weren't, like, super fun. Like, some of them were, but some of them were lame. But I guess that's really all they had to work with. But anyways, the in-game challenges were, like... They were, like... They worked with what the game was. Like, they felt like if the old game had challenges, what they would have been. Like, it fit the idea and the themes of the original game. The original game had challenges where, like... You had to hit, you had to do, like, pick up all the coins without a level and then finish, or had, like, the battle modes and stuff. And so the challenges were very fitting of what the original game had in mind, right? So I didn't mind the challenges at all. You did the challenges, you got coins, you could buy stuff in the in-game store, and then you could also just play adventure. You could play single player and still earn coins and still buy stuff in the store. So it felt like you could... You know, they didn't like multiplayer whore out CTR. You could just play the single player as you always did as a kid, and you could still earn all the new stuff, all the new carts, all the new characters, all the new skins. You could still earn everything, even though you were just playing the game single player, which is what they should have done, because the game was originally a single player game. Then they added the multiplayer, which you could play and earn coins and all that, but there was nothing in the multiplayer you could earn that you couldn't earn just by playing the game in single player. Then they had a battle pass kind of thing, but it was free, and you just did challenges to go up the ranks, and you didn't have to play multiplayer to do that either, which was shocking to me. But, like, yeah, you could do everything just single player and earn your battle pass thing and get everything in the game, you know, that way. And then they had a special cart for the top 5% of players that did want to play multiplayer, but you could also get that single player if you did enough challenges. There was a cart for the people that were really good at multiplayer, and then the same cart for the people that did the most challenges. And so they really built it in a way that was like, you could simply just play the game the way you wanted to play it, either multiplayer or single player. Everything was free, everything was priced in a good way. It was like the most perfect experience they could possibly make for Crash Team Racing in a current game, you know, in the current realm of gaming. It was like perfect, right? Those are big drills, holy cow. No wonder we had to go up so many stairs. And then, after the game was already out, and after all the companies came out and said this game's great, and after IGN wrote their review about how great it was, and after Game Informer wrote their review about how great it was, and everyone went out and bought the game because it got such great reviews. Even people that had never played Crash Team Racing before bought it because it got such great reviews, and everyone was super excited about it. After all that happened, and after on the box, I think it says on the box, there's no, you know, normally they put like online transactions not rated or like whatever. There's nothing here about online transactions. Like it just says optional online play. It doesn't say like, you know, anything about microtransactions on the box that's still selling in GameStop, right? Then they update the game and put in a ton of microtransactions, and they make the in-game transactions more expensive so that you can barely earn anything without buying microtransactions. And the microtransactions are ridiculously expensive on top of that. It's not even like, oh, you could pay a couple of dollars and you'll get a bunch of coins. Like, no, it's awful. It's like $20 for a single skin. And now you have to play 100 races just to unlock anything because everything's so goddamn expensive. So, like, it's not just that they ruined the game. And it's not just that it's microtransactions. It's the fact that it was so good before, and they let all the reviews come out, and then they ruined it. It's like the worst thing you could ever do. It's like it just blows my mind. It's not like they came out and they said, "Hey, this is microtransaction game. If you buy this, you know what you're getting into." Like, no, they sucked everyone in by being like, "This is Crash Team Racing, but it's and there's no microtransactions, and it's the game you've always wanted, and buy it because of your nostalgia, and buy it because it's a good game, and buy it because all the reviews say it's great, and buy it because the back of the box says nothing about microtransactions." So they got everyone in, they sucked everybody in, and then they were like, let's poop all over it and make it just the worst thing ever. And so that's why it's so upsetting. Like, it's not just that they put microtransactions in. It's not just that. It's all of it together. It's like the worst storm. They did it in the worst way they possibly could, in the most sleaziest way they could possibly do it. And on top of all that, it's Activision, who I had finally felt like they were starting to get their crap together, and then they go and do this, and I'm like, I knew it. It's like they had a hat on, and they were like, oh, we're Whack-Division. We're not Activision. We're Whack-Division, and we screw Activision. We're going to make a game that's totally free with no microtransactions. It's going to be great. It's going to be the game you've always wanted. And I was like, oh my God, Whack-Division. I'm going to get my Whack-Division t-shirt, and I'm going to get my Whack-Division hat. I can't wait. This is going to be great. And then, like, they took off the hat, and they're like, gotcha. We're actually Activision. We're going to screw up everything. And I was like, no, I already bought the game, and I already got the 5% cart for being the best, and I already put so many hours in the game, and I already pre-ordered it. I can't believe you've done this. like I got played, like totally and completely played. I played that game so much. I got the 5% cart for being in the top 5%. Like, I played so much of it. And then they were just like, gotcha. It's been us the whole time. It was us. And I was like, oh no, I should have known it was the janitor the whole time. Like, I should have, Scooby told me, like, I knew it. Like, Velma was collecting the clues the whole time. Like, I should have listened. It sucks. No way, when I came in earlier, it wasn't like this. Let's just head for that structure over there. I love Squall's plan in all this. Like, ever since we got to the prison, everyone always looks to Squall and they're like, what should we do? And Squall's like, well, there's a door. We should open it. And then Sand came out and they was like, well, let's just go upstairs. And now they're like, how are we going to get down? And he's like, well, let's just go over there and check. Like, he's got no plan. Just zero plan. He is the RPG player here. He's just going forward. Whatever's open. He's just going around hitting X. That's all he's got. Also, how did they get there before me? How did we get split up? How did this happen? Why are you guys not standing closer together? What have you done? How's it going, Mendo? How did this happen, Squall? How did you do this to yourself? What? You idiot. Why does he have, like, no animation? Why does he look like he's in T-pose? Okay, he just disappeared. He just disappeared. What? Is Squall dead? Did he teleport? Remastered. Final Fantasy VIII Remastered. Get your copy. And now we're fine. That was way too dangerous, wasn't it? Yeah. I thought the arms were moving kind of slow. They had the submerge system on. Let's just get going. I want to ride the yellow one. God, this whole section of the game blew. I'm not going to lie to you guys. All that, and then it's just like, alright, let's go. Nothing even happened. Like, we didn't even learn anything. You want to know why the desert prison works so well in Final Fantasy VII? Because we learned something about the world and about Barrett, and like character development happened, and it was like great. This was just like we broke out, went up, down, up, down, up, down, and then left, and that was it. What? And Squall was like, let's try this door, and then we left. What? The sorceress is about to launch missiles at Garden? That's what Renoa heard from Irvine. Okay, I guess we did learn that. We got that much at least. The only thing we can do now is go back to Garden as soon as possible and warn the students. Alright, let's get in the car and go. They're targeting both Balam and Trebia Gardens. Excuse me. We have to interfere with the launch. We have to stop the missiles. But I'm really tired. Let's mosey. The last 3 hours of gameplay can be summarized by let's mosey. So, like, I understand how Selfie feels, but okay, this isn't just about Selfie. The missile base plan? You should go talk to Selfie. Okay, I get it. Talk to Selfie. Jeez, I got it. I just transferred from Trabia Garden. I can't just sit around knowing that Trabia Garden is in danger. So Squall, please, decide who's going to go to the Galbadia missile base before it's too late. It's easier said than done. What if something happens to the party members I choose? Let's take a vote. Squall will decide on the party. Squall will return to Balam because he's the leader. Anyone against this plan, please raise your right hand. I don't mind which team you put me on. But you're an outsider? You're the leader, Squall. What are the teams? Leader? I never asked to be the leader. So while you guys were sitting here talking, the missiles are already out, so I heard they were hitting Trebia first and then Balam. Balam. Balam, Balam. Whoa. Final Fantasy VIII. Balam, Balam. Okay, wait. Really? Trebia, I'm sorry, I couldn't stop it. Please let everyone be alright, please. Why are we still standing here? Get in the car. That was a miss, right? Why are we still standing here? Get in the car. Squall, we have to report to Balam. Who are you taking? Come on, Squall. You have to decide, Squall. Squall, think carefully now. God dang, shut up. Squall, you have to choose. Squall, please choose. Squall, choose. Squall. Hey, Squall. Squall. Please, Squall. Squall. Hey, Squall. I'm on the missile base infiltration team. I have to be. They launch missiles at my Trabia. This team will head for Balam. The rest of the missile base. Should I go with this? Yes. Just go. Just get in the goddamn car. Holy crap. This mission is unlike any other. It's not an order or a request from anyone. Selfie, do you have some kind of plan? I think if we take this Galbanian army vehicle, we should be able to make it inside the base. But that's about it. I'll have to think about the rest once we're inside. Do you think that'd be okay? I'm sorry, I mean thanks. There isn't much time. We better hurry to Balam Garden. See you at Balam Garden. Balam, Balam. The next GF's name has to be Smithy. No, that's fine. Everyone just walk casually to the goddamn car. Squall, hurry! I'm trying to hurry. You're all walking so slow. Holy cow. Let's take that train. What is with the lighting? What's going on? Why is the lighting so weird? What? Is this a dream? What? Whoa, Black Betty. Bam, a lamb. Whoa, Black Betty. Balam, balam. Hey, stop! Squall, there's a soldier coming after us. Stop the train! Fuck on! Oh my, just give up. Ah! Gosh, I hope he's alright. Oh my god. Gotta love this game sometimes. There's so much humor in this game. Oh wait, did I just go... What? How did you... What? How did you get mugged? I blew it. Who has all my magic? Oh, Renault does. Okay. You have strength. You have magic. You have mug. Okay. So that one. Oh, is that was supposed to be a sandstorm? Just like green lights equals sandstorm? Remaster, boys. Big remaster. Fuel remaining 1. Why is their car over there? Oh, I guess that's where they went. Where am I going? Missile base? Don't run out of gas. I know. I wouldn't really change that. I'm just making fun of the remaster. Because, like, they could have made it cooler, but